The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
70. No.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now here's Young. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 65, 65, Buffalo 18.
It'll be Young again. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates.
Young. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, this, the second meeting where these two teams, you might recall, they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Now a 2nd and 10.
Crowd right. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some room to roll now. And he'll get this one right just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and 6 now.
Ready.
Herbert now. Open man right side is Sharp. And the Panthers are going to have the 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
12. Set.
They'll run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion.
Once again with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Home to troops right. Crowd right.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
Well, I don't know if
they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Atlanta.
On play action, Young. Right back to Pitts again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Panthers 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
19.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Throw left side. There's London. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Baylor tight. Five nine. Go.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll go down the middle for a gain that's inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 28 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneers.
Here's Young from the shotgun. That is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Ridley here. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll throw again. Young. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Young now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Young. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back coming almost in physical reaction, watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Still going inside the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He completes it to Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And caught by London. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
Here we go, here we go.
The play fake, now Young. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Ram.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On the return, it's Rodgers. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 tight. $79 Broncos. Rig alert. Let go.
Young to throw it. This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
First down, Atlanta.
Young. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Ready?
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Coup now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Falcons 27, Panthers 10. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A give left side to Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's London. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's a gain of 15.
19 Lions.
4th down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it, this is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another first down. The position goes for 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
That throw by Young incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st and 10, Young. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 50. Go.
Now Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. It'll be Young again. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Zach Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Israel Abanikanda. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 42, Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
21.
Herbert on first down now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Option play. Here's Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Man,
there he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Go.
Young again on the keeper. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Warriors 70.
On play action, Young.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check out.
And Young's going to throw it here.
That one deep for London.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least